cash.
Finding a place and locking them in. WNBA is about to begin. Gotta trust the process if you wanna win, cause Just Cash is back. You better tell your friends when Angel Reese walks in a bar with Asia Wilson and Caitlin Clark. These bookies don't know where to start. We be killing them all, tearing them apart. They can't mess with us, they can't mess with you. And I'm never gonna cuss cause I love you too. Hit thumbs up if you want good luck. Girls thinking that we fresh so they wanna We be winning the bets and they be rolling up. By far we the best, you ain't good enough. Ain't a damn thing funny, man, you know what's up. You wanna win some money, it's time to lock in, bruh.
Lock in, lock in, lock in.
Lock in, bruh.
Lock in, lock in.
It's a great rebound. It's a hard
Lock in, bruh.
And here we got another.
Just Cash.
Hello. 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 What's good, fam? Welcome back. We got a little late night feed, cooking up some overnight action. WNBA basketball in the house. What's good, everybody? It's Just Cash. Joined with Underrated. How are you, good sir?
Really good, really good. Just had some Mexican food, nice and full, ready to light up this joint. And look at these props, man. Can't be any better.
Oh,
How about you?
Oh,
How about you?
Doing well, doing well. Got a couple things crossed off the list. That way I can have my day opened up for tomorrow. And also, and ironically, ended up eating some Mexican food too. So it's been a good night. You know, we were able to pick up a little bit of value. We got that Feezy under we'll talk about here in just a second. But we did add Jonquil alt rebounds as well. Talk about her. And a couple of plays that, you know, that Sabrina, that under 5.5 assists looks like it's going to be dried up and pretty well gone for the most part tomorrow. But not bad, not bad. You know, it's kind of nice getting the day off and being able to relax a little bit. Tomorrow's going to be a busy one, and hopefully send us off with a bang right before the All-Star break.
Hopefully. That's what we were saying. There's a lot of games, but at the same time, it makes us feel like we need to have more plays, but I think we just don't force it. We leave what we have so far, go over a few of them, answer a few questions, or look through a few plays that people have, see if we can dig up something like we did with the McConney RA, that other late night stream with Andre. He came in and dropped it. Maybe someone will drop another little bomb on us here. Just put them all together. Don't push it just because it's the last game. You know, we're already way up. Let's just keep it tight. And remember, we don't got to force anything.
Yeah, we'll get some stuff to work with, and it wouldn't surprise me to see them maybe even drop like a surprise discount thing or something, because we need to have something for the bookies to, you know, have people put money on. But we'll keep an eye out for that, and I'm sure we'll get some all-star props up and stuff like that for the weekend.
You got 3 now. You got 3 names now. That's so tight. Owen Wilson, Richie Rich. Who was the one earlier yesterday? What was it? Do you remember?
I don't off the top of my head. No.
Damn, it was so good too. They were all so good. Richie Rich is a good one. Fuck, who was it? Oh my gosh. Owen Wilson was good as hell, but then it was like, you know, it was a couple weeks old, so it was still amazing. But the other one, someone said so. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot it. If anyone remembers, there's another one. Oh my gosh. Okay, Richie Rich though, that'll do. See, I like that. Okay, anyways, I didn't even like the joint yet. This is gonna be a good one. All right. Well, yeah, man. I mean, we're doing great. I'm glad everyone's here to chill. Late night for you. How you feeling over there? Is it hot over there at midnight?
No, the weather kind of flipped on its head a little bit. We got a little storm front that was coming through, so it's not too bad, but it was rather hot earlier today, and now the wind's howling outside. I can hear it banging up against the windows.
Dang. All right. Well, I'm lighting this joint. I'm excited. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if anyone has anything interesting. And do you want to go over what you got on the screen kind of quickly? Because you already have gone over most of them, I think, earlier.
Yeah, we'll recap the stuff that we had beforehand and talk about some of the plays that we got. Do you want to? Let's do some shout outs real fast, and then I think we'll hop right into it.
Yeah. Let's see who's here. Real Incarnate. Oh, that's yes. The first one I read. Cooper Flag. That's what it was. It was Cooper Flag. Fuck yes. Cooper Flag, Owen Wilson, and Richie Rich. This is awesome. Okay, I love it, guys. C-Dot says hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, eat just cash. Underrated are the WNBA GOATs. And after the stream's over, or if you're watching it on replay in the morning, guys, hit the hype button for us, please. That would help us out a lot. ZB Miami says, yo, let's go. We're killing the boogies tomorrow. My sentiments exactly. John says, someone's late. John was waiting.
A little bit.
Ruiz. Huh?
That's my fault, y'all. I was saying that's my fault if I was a little bit late. Or was he talking about somebody else was a little late?
I think he's talking about us, That's okay, though. We're fashionably late. Ruiz says, let's get it. Let's get it, Ruiz. Geneva's here. She says, late hours, loving it. Logan says, what up, doe? What up, man? Real Incarnate says, let's get it. Ruiz is clapping his hands. That boy looked like Richie Rich. LMAO. The Great. Locked in. Appreciate it, guys. What's up, bro? Locked in. JT Paul, my homie's here. He says, I'm here, y'all. MF. I was going to make it to the best MF duo out there. 100. Let's get it. Appreciate you, man. It's Eli says, do you think Stewie rebounds will drop to 7.5? We will get to that in a minute. Michael GB5373. What up, dude? And I think that's every Misdirection. Misdirection just jumped in the chat as well. And we will get to your guys' questions in a minute. Appreciate everyone for being here. Thank you very much. And E, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah, let's get it cracking. We're not trying to be up super late here, but if you guys got any comments, questions, or just thoughts on general stuff, throw them down below. Never forget, it's not us versus us, it's us versus the bookies. All right. With that being said, let's talk about Kalia Copper. I'm sure going to be a fairly popular play tomorrow, and for good reason. Great scoring spot and everything alike for her. The assisto, love it. We play this every single time it has been available. This one was on Better and Props Builder, right? Rebet, sorry.
And you know what? Also, I forgot we should add it. Is Big Kev showed us today. Chalkboard. It's also on Chalkboard.
Oh yes. I forget about that app, man. I really kind of put that in the back pocket a long time ago, but they've been coming along. Just another option, and at least for times like this where you can find one-offs like that, it's great.
I'm surprised they have that because they were the site that wouldn't give stuff like that. Like all during NFL season, I was looking for different apps and stuff with tackles, and they were one of the ones that didn't have unders at all. They didn't allow unders, so I was like, I'm out of here. Never look back. But if they're going to have unders for this kind of stuff, man, yeah, it's dope.
Yes, sir. You want to hit us with a little mini-me?
Here it comes.
Woo-woo. All right, so Copper Assisto, pretty straightforward, just a line that shouldn't be there. Limited selection site, but still, even the 1.5 assist is not exactly the best hit rating overall for her. She's going to be a score first, pass later kind of person. Scoring metrics, though, I'm very shocked to see her trending up even more so. Like, I guess I get it. That's just from the 2 previous games that they played. But she was at 20.5 earlier on most sites, so that is creeping up a little bit further. On Prizepicks, her 4.5 2-point made. I did like that one. And then also, combo props with her, whichever on the other side, like her and Burrell, her and maybe even Wheeler. That one I'm not sure about yet, but I do like the scoring potential for her overall, and it kind of carries the weight into our next play from this side of the game, and Alyssa Thomas, her assist. Now, with Mac being back into the mix, this is a big boost for her. She plays way better, or gets more conversions for her assists when Mac is playing. Keep an eye out for news. Mac may or may not start. I don't necessarily think she has to just yet, but minutes did look pretty solid this last game. Probably will be going up even closer to like 22, 24 range, something like that here. But I love this spot for Alyssa Thomas. We got her at 7.5 assists. Still pretty good odds on it. You are probably going to have to parlay it with something, but even DraftKings brought that down a little bit more. -163. That's not bad. Straight bet if you can, but if not, options are available on most sites. So get that in. Those two correlate really great together. And then, let's see, who was the other one? I don't know why that doesn't pop up so easy on my screen here. All right, well, that's what we got for at least that side of things. Just looking at this game, though, I mean, there was a couple things still pending for us as plays. Nneka Ogwumike for one, under his 17.5 points, or maybe the PR, kind of undecided about that, but at least scoring downside for her. And then honestly, man, I mean, I think same situation for Hamby. Both of them kind of struggled in this matchup. Ogwumike more so, but we know Hamby. She can go out there and get some early fouls or just not really have that scoring output. We've seen her do that plenty of times this season. But either one of them, honestly, Phoenix has been phenomenal inside the paint. They are allowing the second least amount of scoring in the last month now. So all that's going to make a lot of sense. And then just having to deal with AT as well down low has not been an easy task for anybody else.
Yeah, I like those. I wish Hamby was 15.5. I'd feel so much better about it. It's weird how 1 point matters, but I feel like neither of them are really like great value. Nneka's 17.5 almost always, right? So it's probably feels like a tiny bit more value. I could be wrong, but the only way I look at it is we're buying her about average price, and Hamby's on the low side. So it kind of feels not the best place to go under, although she probably will stay under.
Yeah, I think Ogwumike would make the most sense. As you mentioned, Hamby being on the discount, that is something because she has been on the rise lately. Scoring's been pretty modest. Field goal attempts and all that stuff on the rise too. So, yeah, and that's really why we're not exactly jumping to try and hurry up and take somebody's under.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, if we're not really feeling it, we might as well chill. Nneka's probably the better value, but it's not grabbing me to make me want to play it. So let's just chill. I mean, I feel like maybe it's just me, but I feel like you were saying it too. We get a little overwhelmed when there's 6 games and we think that there's supposed to be a bunch of plays, but really we've had this happen before. The big slates usually aren't the best slates when we throw our plays together because we don't dig as far as we should. So I think we just chill, man, and we don't try to put extra plays up there. Let's just pass on Hamby. Let's pass on Nneka. No need. Let's just wait till we really like them, because I think we really like what we have up on the screen right now. So no need to add to it, I think.
Yeah. And this is, for this game at least, plenty of live potential. Yes, there is, I'm sure, going to be plenty of players that'll go over their marks. There are a couple underlying things that could bite us in the butt, though. For one, either of these teams fall flat on offense. They might not be scoring much. We've seen them in plenty of games not be able to come back and it be a blowout. And then also with, I think the two big situation for the Sparks gets a little bit more obnoxious because, say, like, for example, even if we're taking Ogwumike under, what if Hamby goes out and gets into early foul trouble, and then now, Nneka's got to play another 4 or 5 minutes than what she might normally, and just the time on the floor could hurt us. Small stuff like that, is minuscule, but it does add up. And I don't know. There's just something about this game. Like, I really want to take some unders, and it's a little bit more difficult to. But it's also just as hard to trust these overs. Like the Sparks, I don't trust any of these players at all. Mm-hmm. And from Phoenix, I mean, it's really just Copper and nothing else. That's the only over I'm looking at for scoring.
Yeah. And I really hope players like Hamby just do bad in these matchups and continue to pull their points down. And then when they get in good matchups, we know they can do better, and we take the over then. I think that's been working better. Just let the value do the work for us. No need to push it. Every time I want to go under, like Arike yesterday or today, I'm looking out. It's like, it would be so fun to go under, but It's not smart. So we just chill. Wait, make only smart plays, good plays, and don't want to get mad at ourselves after the fact.
Yep, no, 100%. I will shout out at least McConney, honorable mention. This 8.5 points is still pretty low. There's a really, really good chance she's going to be 9.5 tomorrow.
That's interesting.
Hit rating is still going to be.
You were bringing that one up earlier, and I was looking at that, and I was like, why is he talking about McConney for so long? You really like it.
She's an interesting one. I know her PRA is a very popular play. This PRR, the 14.5, it makes a lot of sense. Again, that is just carried by the weight of the actual scoring. I don't think she has one single game without the other. Yeah, so she's not getting the PRA without the points. I like what we've seen the last couple games. Our mantra, if we ever get a player whose point prop is the same as their field goal attempts, you got to have a little bit of interest in it. And 11 attempts last game. Stinker with 6, went 0 for 6, but 9, 13. So they are kind of trusting her, and her minutes and stuff creeping up a little bit more too. Played 32 this last game. I like that.
I'll follow your lead with that one. Yeah.
The other reason was Sammy Whitcomb, though. I believe she is back, and maybe that actually is what made me pump the brakes earlier, because we didn't have news about her yet, but now with her coming back, I still think she can play some heavy minutes, but we did see the game before she lost out on quite a bit of minutes,
and that's probably why the line's just a touch lower than it should be, huh? If she wasn't going to play, maybe they already baked it into line, the 8.5.
Yeah,
well, that's cool.
She's playing. She's playing well.
If there's things though, if there's red flags, man, that's what I'm saying. If I know certain plays that we like, but I think they feel more like leans. If you bring up stuff like Sammy, when you say, "Hey, pump the brakes now," if you're saying that, it might be something you want to stay away from. But who knows?
It's interesting, man, honestly. At least just so we can say we talked about it, but her zones and all that stuff looked really solid, and I like the hustle. She's been a little try hard the last couple games now.
Okay. Cool, man. People dropping some plays in the chat. Can't wait to get to them. What's up, Danny C, Lyric GG, Oliver, Deck Sports is here saying he's about to spark one with us tonight. That's what's up. He said, I'm done smoking on the Kiki pack. How you guys feeling about Agumake tomorrow? Starfall's here. What's up, dude? Yes, sir. Michael G. Okay. Cool. We got some plays to check out also after you're done with this.
Yeah.
Big M.
I'm excited. All right, so Emily, odds moving exactly where we thought they were going. No longer plus money anywhere, and I would imagine, at least on most sites tomorrow, she's going to be, minus 115 or beyond. Called that earlier, so hopefully you got in that 5+ line. Yeah, this moved up a little bit more, no surprise. But I love this. Dallas giving up a ton of rebounds, also giving up a lot of scoring inside the paint. So if you don't have access, or at least good access to the 5+ rebound line, I honestly don't even mind the 5.5. I think that one is a completely acceptable look. But also her 14.5 points plus rebounds, I think that one totally fine. Played well against Dallas the first time. She also had 10 field goal attempts, so that's not nothing. But minutes also could have been way higher than what they were. She only had one foul, so this was an opportunity game here for her. Could have been way higher of the ceiling, but I love the spot. Coach is trusting her with the minutes lately, and kind of a weird stat. She actually plays even better while Meg is on the floor, and I think more specifically while Meg's a starter in the center position. But rebounds look good for her. She's been consistent with that, and then again with the minutes. Last couple games now, pretty nice. We had 29 minutes, and 29 here in the last 3 out of 5. So it's something for her. She's playing about that 30-minute marker, and anytime we see that out of her this season, even just say let's say 24 minutes. The rebounds are way up there. So nice little cushion, nice little buffer, and honestly, the same thing for the points too. She's been a little bucket for the team, but either one of these lines totally acceptable. I like it.
Yeah, she's hitting that every time, and it's a good spot for it. I don't see why it wouldn't happen again unless some foul trouble happens or something like that. It's probably the only thing that can stop us from the 5+. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I think I got it on Bovada at -200. I just wanted to see if it went down as well. Okay, but besides that, Big Meg's back. They got the same name here on Props Madness. They didn't change it yet. Okay. Now Big JJ rebounds.
Yeah, JJ, and honestly, Stewie, I know we had a question about hopefully her going back down to 7.5. Both of them did get pre-priced up for their plus money lines. I mean, JJ should be at 8.5. Stewie really should be at 7.5. And honestly, I'm not that mad at playing both of them. Stewie, I got a little bit of PTSD from last time because we played her for the 6.5 line and she hooked us with the 6 here. But JJ snapped off and ended up with a pretty solid outing at 8. There was just something weird about that game where like somehow neither one of them ended up with a ton of rebounds. And then I think this was somebody on the team had a bunch of rebounds. That was like super random. But nonetheless, I mean, we've seen plenty of times this season and picked on this matchup plenty in the past where we know the power forward and center position, they get a ton of rebounds. Cardoso, not sure if she's still going to be on a minutes limit just yet, but regardless, JJ at the house has been very solid. I love this line, love the matchup. And just keep the hands to yourself, and I think we're in there.
Yeah, so I think we could play that with AT's assists. What would that give us? A little 7.5. Double 7.5 play. That number you would need. Let's see.
Actually, don't have Onyx pulled up in front of me.
What?
Whoops.
Oh my gosh. What have you done with your life?
I know. I'm slacking a little bit here. All right, what do we got? But yes, either one of them I do like. And we also took Sabrina under her 5.5 assists. As I mentioned, that'll probably move up to 4.5 or move down to 4.5 on most sites. So keep an eye out for that. What do we say? Oh, not Brianna Jones. Wrong person.
Bovada doesn't even have 8+. How shitty is that? Can't do it there.
Pooped on.
Yay!
All right, so 1, 2, 3. Look at that. That's a sign.
1, 2, 3.
That's 1, 2, 3.
All right, that's a play right there.
Yeah, I like this too. 7.5 special. That's go.
That's a play. Those are the kind of things, man. It'd be like, look at that. What are the chances JJ gets 8 rebounds, and what are the chances AT gets 8 assists in these matchups? It's like way better than the payout they're giving us. You put those together, plus 123, man. I mean, how many plus 123 plays out there do you see and feel that good about? It's one of those ones.
Some high 70, almost 80% hitters.
I'm saying, bro, I think what we've learned a lot this season is, and we're starting to learn it last year, but when we do these alt plays, man, assists and rebounds in the right spots are feeling really good. If we just stay away from the alt points, man, those seem to be the things people get stuck on. They want to play them so bad, but they do not hit the same. They just don't.
Yeah.
Not in this league.
It's not in this league, no.
Yeah. So cool. I think we're good with that. I like what we got here. Feel like we're learning, getting better and better. So dope. I'm with it.
And then Sabrina, surprised they still haven't updated this yet. I don't know what the holdup with that is, but still 5.5 assists, way too high for her. They've been asking for her to score or shoot the ball, not necessarily score. This last game was looking pretty rough, but she's taking a ton of field goal attempts. I mean, she's not a pass first by any stretch. I don't know if this is maybe something they're trying to shy away from and having her go back to more as just a traditional shooting guard style, but they're doing a lot of secondary passes, and for her, her assist zones look terrible for this matchup. Chicago has been really good at limiting any kind of 3-point production. And I mean, you look at the supporting cast, and it's basically just JJ and then like one other rando between Astro or Johannes off the bench, which for that matter might not even have Johannes again for this matchup. And if we're only putting stock into JJ hitting her threes, Cardoso is going to make things a little bit more difficult for her. And then Stewie just doesn't take threes. She's good for maybe one at best a game. So I just don't see who she is passing the ball to here on the outside. And if the short work's going to be on the inside, there's a couple positives moving for us. For one, just overall volume isn't that high. But another big thing is Chicago gives up the most free throws. So i.e. they're fouling, they're hacking people down low. And those are typically going to cancel out any kind of a potential assist. So plenty of positives here. I also would not be surprised to see New York just beat the brakes off of them, get up real early, and coach is going to sit these players a little bit sooner than later. Plus, they actually have guards to supplement for her to go sit down, whereas Stewie or JJ, they're a little bit more shorthanded with.
Yep. They're going to have to get real lucky for her to get 6 assists. People are going to have to hit their shots, and this WNBA, so we're betting against that. But look what we have on the screen, E. Fade King, he's back, folks. Fade King is back. He says, spoke that sweep into existence last video. Run that ish back. Appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely. Indeed he did. Yeah, I called that yesterday, and hey, that felt great, man. Love to see it.
Heck yeah. Fade King 101 with the super chat. We appreciate you, bro. Alrighty. Now, Collier?
Yeah, Big Feezy. We got some super random news, which I will say, if I'm being totally honest, I don't see a world that Feezy is actually going to play tomorrow. It would make no sense to roll her out on just a random road game, right before the All-Star break. But I do think that is steps in the direction of her actually being totally back right after we come back from the All-Star break. So in the event she does play, I mean, for one, we have no idea what those minutes are going to look like, and if she's even going to be a starter for that matter. If she's going to play, I mean, I think we just take her chances. She's been out for such a long time. There's no reason for them to play her over 20 minutes, and this is mostly a meaningless game. I mean, yeah, Minnesota would love to pick up the win here, but Seattle's not playing for anything other than pride, and They would be very dumb to push Feezy in any capacity here. So, although I don't think she does play, if she does, under the PR was her initial move, and her points were at 14.5 when we posted at the time too.
Okay.
I'm assuming Price moved it down to 13.5 today.
No, it's 14 still, I think. It was a minute ago. But I just had the idea. So here's what we do. Because you said you don't think she's going to play. I have a feeling she might play. I don't think she's not going to play, but it's very possible, especially with you thinking that she's not. So that makes me feel like, okay, if she really doesn't play, Miles, bro, we go right back to Miles because her lines are playable in this same matchup, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're basically identical to last game. I don't know if we can still find the 27.5. I might have to look for that one.
What about any other players that have dipped because of the Feezy news? Is Howard, I know you brought her up. If Feezy doesn't play and you can get Howard PRA at 21.5, do you like that? I mean, that's really low. I don't like playing her, but just want to throw out all the ideas.
No, her lines are unbelievably low. Honestly, both of them, either one of them. Howard was even at 11.5 points on some sites. Yeah, she's 11.5 on.
If you click on Howard at 21.5 PRA, bro, she only hasn't got there 3 times the entire season. And one of the times she didn't get there by 0.5. And let's see the other two. One was a blowout, 34 points, and one was New York Liberty, who we know they're pretty good down low. So, that being said, man, I mean, I don't want to play her, but that's some value. If Feezy's out, right? If Feezy's out.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, this whole team, I was surprised to see they adjusted Howard specifically so much. Howard and Coffee, both for that matter. Courtney Williams, I mean, basically stayed the same. Kayla McBride came down a little bit, and then Olivia Miles, mostly the PR, but the points came down by 1. I mean, they're all really low. Howard, especially, like, I know she didn't shoot the ball really well. I mean, she didn't shoot the ball at all, only 8 attempts this last game, but the rebounds were definitely there. I mean, 12 rebounds and 3 assists, you know.
Yeah, why did she not shoot so much in this game? It's not like the matchup. Is the matchup down low that good? The Malanga.
Well, I mean, it was I think more of a product. There wasn't enough left on the table for her to take her shots. I mean, we had McBride with 16 field goal attempts. Courtney Williams took a huge step forward. She had 13 attempts this game.
And what about the idea of if they're in a close game or they're even behind? Because remember, they were behind even in this game. They probably don't try to get Howard the ball as much as if they're in a close game or they're ahead, they probably get her more involved, you would think. Right? If they're behind, they're not going to be like, oh, let's get it to Howard to get back in this game. So
No. They'll start going to McBride. And
yeah.
Plus, I mean, Miles had 24 field goal attempts, so that's like obviously a bit of an outlier performance.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like cheering for her, but if she's going to be that low and Feezy's out, I'm just saying, it's something that we should probably do.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, for all the same reasons that Miles and, you know, any of that inside scoring happened, you know, Seattle is a pretty favorable matchup. Top 5, top 6 in points allowed. And then the free throws, big upside there. It is a good 3-point spot generally, but I don't think they really have to attack them that way. I mean, I think honestly just pound it in the paint, get to the free throw line as much as possible. And if all the guards are snapping off like that, you know, it just is what it is. But still, I'm definitely not expecting Miles to take 24 attempts. That's a little much.
Yeah, Seattle in the paint, man. They're giving up points. So we know what they do with Natasha Howard. It's not like
we might.
It's not like Malanga came and made this interior defense better. She did not. The numbers don't say that.
No. The only thing that I am kind of head scratching about is why the last 2 games now her minutes went down. She wasn't in foul trouble in both of these, was she? Let's see real fast. Oh, the last game she was in foul trouble. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah, she had 5 in that last one. The time before, she only played 25 minutes. Why? She was 7 for 8 from the field. Not like she wasn't doing good.
Yeah, I have to look into that one. But, okay, so foul trouble was the only reason she didn't do anything or didn't do anything exceeding her props. Yeah, we're going to have to go back to that one, man. That's way too easy of a line for her to get.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, just all the angles there. There's that one. If Feezy really doesn't play, man, her lines are crazy. We can write it down and say if Feezy's out. Are you done with the plays here? Do you want me to get into the people's plays and all that stuff while you're typing that in? Okay. Okay, well, we'll do that then because it's 12:42 Eastern time for you over there. Getting a little late.
I didn't realize it was that late. Yeah.
We are still here late night and finding the plays, finding the value. Appreciate everyone here. 64 watching, 34 likes. If you haven't hit the like, please hit the like for us. It will help us get our video out to more people later tonight and tomorrow when they wake up. YouTube will say, oh my gosh, they only had 64 people watching, but 60 likes? Oh my gosh, we have to get this out. People must like this. So if you don't mind, and let's see, what's our first play here? What is our first play? There's a lot of just what-ups and stuff, which we appreciate. It's Eli says, do you think Stewie rebounds will drop to 7.5? Now, did you talk about that a second ago? Or was that JJ?
No, I mean, it was both of them. I could see them possibly dropping back down, but probably not. I mean, Stewie's hit rating is just way too good. And unless people are for whatever reason hammering the under, I doubt they will. They'll probably just leave her at 8.5 and tweak the odds
Yeah.
around a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go with JJ. Hopefully, she's not doing her lazy thing. She hasn't been. I mean, she's been getting it. And I will say what I do like about it extra is New York knows they need to play well right now. They've been losing too many games. I feel like they're going to be locked in, right? Michael says Kelsey Mitchell, the prize pick taco at 20.5 PRA. Yes, sir. We do like that. Hopefully you got that in earlier. Or is it still just sitting there? No, I don't know how tacos work.
Yeah, they've been leaving them up until the games actually start.
Oh, okay, cool. So we can still play that later on for $5. My big my limit on Prize Picks tacos, $5. Thank you, Prize Picks. It's Eli says Azare Stevens over 12 points. Okay, this one's interesting. Azare Stevens, I see a few people talking about her. I think John was. Oh, Starfall says it too. He likes her over. And Starfall doesn't like overs, so we need to pay attention. He says, my favorite over. I love her points and fantasy, even though they bumped. It's Eli says her points. And I think that was the two people. I thought John talked about her too. Maybe that was yesterday. Okay. So Azare, what do we got for her?
Yeah, I mean her props are still fairly low, mostly just efficiency, whatever that looks like from a nightly basis. She's taken a lot of attempts. I mean, double digit basically since I think actually almost every single game since she came back in as a starter and playing real minutes. Minutes are being sustained. That was something that kind of dipped off there for a little bit during this stretch, but last couple of games now, 30, 28, 33, 32, 30. So it looks like she is, playing a pretty normal slot here. So lines are going to be low. The 3-point shooting, I would like to see this come up a little bit more, stay consistent. They're going to give her a ton of 3-point looks. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt about that. Stewie will probably be covering her. We'll give her a little bit of space to shoot, but she's going to have to try and create her own shots. Now, spot-up shooting is a great metric for her. Only thing that sucks is free throws going to be harder to come by, and then the pick and roll. If she's ever going to be caught up in that, there's a real good chance she's just passing it off, because we've seen a lot of that here lately too. Playmaking's been on the rise, potential assist, all that good stuff. I don't mind her. I think I got to stand with the PRA potential and the fantasy, man. I mean, she's been doing a lot of this so far this season, and I'm not sure what her fantasy on Prize Picks looks like real fast. Let's see.
Yeah, that's what Starfall said. He likes her fantasy. He said even though it bumped, he still likes it.
Did it bump?
I guess so.
Okay, it was 26 and a half. Yeah, this is a pretty normal line for her. She played terrible the first time against them, no doubt. But
early in the season, though, she was coming back from injury in low minutes, right? What game was that? Was it a long time ago?
Yeah, it was on 6-17. So things were different. I agree. I don't mind it. Honestly, I don't mind it. Just need a little bit of block and steal.
Yeah, I mean, she's back to getting her 30 minutes. So I overlook her because she used to be our favorite under. Back when she wasn't playing minutes years ago. But yeah, she's up to 30, 28, 33, 32. Like, it's different now.
Yeah, I'm not too mad at it, honestly. The fantasy, I'm right there with you. Even with the bump, I still don't mind that. Or the PRA, either one of these, totally fine with that.
The only thing that scares me, though, is this matchup's kind of scary, isn't it? Going against Stewie and JJ.
It is a little bit, but she does get a couple of upsides. The 3-point shooting will be there. At least the volume should be there for her to get enough looks. And then I would say the rebounding I still find appealing. If she is going to be covering Stewie on the other side, there's a real good chance that Stewie's not shooting any kind of threes. So her at least on-court matchup should warrant some kind of rebound exposure. But blocks and steals could also be something real nice too. It just depends, I guess, on who they actually have her cover. If she stays with Stewie, then blocks and steals should be great. But if she's out there trying to cover, JJ on the 3-point line, then that might be a little lame.
Man, she's hard click for me. But
Yeah, it's just I think mostly the minutes. Tougher matchup. It is a tougher matchup. There's no doubt about that.
the matchup is scaring me a little bit, I must say. That matchup is, I mean, looking at these rankings for the matchups, it's like, I mean, points is, if you look at good old Props Madness, I mean, defensive versus position, they're number 1. Defensive in the restricted area, which is her number 1 spot, I think. Where is it at? Yeah, they're number 5, number 1 pick. I don't know. Oh, there's a lot of red when you look at this defensive side of things. So that scares me because personally, bro, and I think it's a big deal too, is because I hate overs, right? So anytime an over feels decent, it can't be in a tough matchup because it's already an over. You know what I mean? Like, it got to be the perfect matchup for me to feel like the over is going to be a good play. But hey, if anyone wants to do it, I will cheer for them. But this scares the shit out of me. I could be so wrong because her minutes are so up and her lines are down, though. I do feel that part.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. It's a scary click, but they are setting the lines fairly low for her. So,
yeah, okay.
Any of these. Even the RA, yeah, I will say this one too. This 9.5 is not bad.
We have 82 people watching at 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning. That's pretty cool, guys. You guys are dope. Okay, now talked Azure. Now Copper, and we talked Copper. You like her 4.5 2-point made? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, and It's Eli says Copper for 20, and someone else said Copper 18 plus a little later, I think. And Ayo's here. What's up, goats? He says. What's up, Ayo?
Yeah, I play the all lines. I don't know personally if I would play the 21.5, but she's been phenomenal. She's been great this season. She just is not the best on the road. Or I mean that more so just for what her lines are. She is really underachieving for that. So you can see here she's only averaging about 17.4 on the road this season. So there is something to that. It's a great matchup. It's all green lights, all system go for her. So hey, maybe she's going to break this little road streak thing, whatever's going on with that. I like her. That's the only red flag that I saw with her. She just does not play that great on the road, at least compared to what her stuff is. Except for, as I mentioned with this one's still kind of fairly the same. Still looks a little rough on the road, but overall hit rating looking a little bit better.
I mean, she's been her this season.
I like Copper. I mean, honestly, if she's having herself a game, she's good for a 20 bomb, no problem. But some of these times when she just ends up with, 17, 18 points, these are the real frustrating ones.
Yeah, in Connecticut and Vegas, she should have got there.
Yeah, you would have thought so.
Yep. I'm going to pass on Copper, but hey, if you guys want to play Copper, obviously go for it. I totally understand where you're coming from. Someone else said 18 plus, I thought, in here, but we'll get to that if so. Okay, so you like her 4.5 2-pointers more than anything else, right? More than the alts?
No.
No,
not more than the alts. I mean, if we're talking just straight up plays, I think that one made the most sense for a full payout. She's totally fine for the 18 plus, even the 20 plus. I think, same boat for that. What is the 18 plus? Okay, that's not bad. Just somewhere right around the range of minus 300. If you can get that into a 2-pick, cool. Anything beyond that, kind of pushing it.
Okay. Mr. Ecton says, thoughts on Natasha Howard at 6 rebounds? Now, this is back with the Feezy thing. If Feezy's in, obviously it feels a little scarier. But if Feezy's out, she should definitely get that.
She should, yeah. That was surprisingly the prop that moved the least for her. I mean, this is just a point different from what her normal line was. She's been 7.5 for a couple of these games now. It's not the worst spot. I mean, she obviously snapped off this last game and had 12. I do like it. I'm I don't know if it's worth taking that over just taking, like the PRA is just way higher of a hit rating. Like, why would you even, I get she missed his last game, but still, like that's such a low line.
Oh, why would you alt it? Just roll with the normal one?
Oh, no. So the 6 is it minus 190. Yeah. So, I mean, she's just teetering back and forth between 6.5 and the 5.5 line. I mean, 6 flat for the win. Yeah, she should get that. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's see what else. Danny C is here. What's up, bro? Lyric GG is here. Okay. How do you feel about Agumake tomorrow? We talked about her already. We're passing on her, but leaning under, right?
Yeah, leaning under these points.
Okay. It's Starfall and Azure. Dex Sports is also your girl Caitlin over PA if she plays. What does that look like? I don't want to bet on her just because the coach might not play her enough minutes for my liking, and then I'll be sad. But what is the line for the PA?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty appropriate. Just 18.5 points, 26.5. Probably could get her 25.5 if you really looked or waited around until tomorrow. I mean, I like her. Still just on a minutes limit, You're rolling the dice with that. Until we hear otherwise, I would assume she's just going to be, at least for this game, still through the break.
Yeah, and any red flag at all when it comes to overs, I would slow down, especially because the minutes limit. You would think because it's the last game before the All-Star break, they would choose to sit her sooner than later in this game, and they might not really need her too. And there could be a blowout in this game as well. So I would pass in this one. Copper, here it was. Copper for 18 plus for a double up parlay piece, ? So this is the thing with these type plays. You correct me if you feel different, but with Copper, doing an alt play with Copper to me is not the thing to do because she's inconsistent at times and she hasn't even got there a couple times against easy matchups. So we were just saying she didn't get there against Connecticut. She didn't get there against Las Vegas. If you're going to bet a player that's going to be a 20-point player, you might as well bet the whole thing because she might have an off game and just mess up your whole parlay. You don't want that. Like, if you're going to do a parlay, I personally feel like you want to do things like Emily Enksler, 4.5 rebounds, and AT 7.5 assists, like things that they're consistently doing. You want your parlays to be 80% minimum. So there's no, like, it got to feel like a lock. That's just the way I look at parlays, especially when it comes to points. So take that for what it is.
Yeah.
That's what I'd do. I wouldn't do it, but you never know.
No, it's like we were talking about with Asia yesterday. The line is being set for what it is based on the matchup more than anything. Like, the bookies know that she can't get there, so they're going to make her line as difficult or right on the point as possible for just there not be any kind of value. Because for something like her, you're looking at a player who, even with the alt line, is only hitting at 65%. I say only, but we're taking an alt line here, so you really want them to be hitting at a high clip, but only hitting at 65% rating. And then you throw in a player who actually seems to have a home road split difference. If she was at home, yeah, I'd be like, green lights, no problem, love it. But her on the road this is a totally different situation. So even with an alt line, she's only getting this 46% of the time. So like, there's no like baked in value there. You're really just playing a coin flip, but not even getting 50% on it because she's only getting there 46% of the time. So like, it's even worse than a coin flip.
Yeah, she's tough, man. The more we look at it, the tougher it sounds, because we were looking at her in easy matchups. A lot of times she's hard to predict. Like, sometimes she won't need to do much, or she just will be shooting bad. Those aren't the type of players you want for a parlay, in my opinion. And then Rooster Radio says, comes right afterward, it says, points are poison, like we were talking about. PRA, RA, rebounds, assists, stay away from points. And Rooster Radio, I think we've seen him on here, but not much. He speaks up when he has some knowledge to spit, and that is the truth, man. I totally agree with it, and I just kind of getting 100% into that feeling. Points work sometimes, but they are the hardest ones to pin down. Shooting has got to be the most inconsistent thing. So, anyways, McCain says Sabrina at 5 assists on Prizepicks. Do you still like that under? Basically, I'm sure he's saying.
Yeah, I'd still play it, honestly.
Okay. Mr. Recton says, do you like Boston 7 and Howard at plus 142? Howard 6 at plus 142, or Boston 7 and Emily at 6 for plus 112. Okay. He's coming in with lines and values here. So what do we do? Boston at 7 for both of them. So which do you like better? Howard at 6 or Emily at 6? And you're getting paid more for Emily. A decent amount more, too.
That one's kind of tough. I mean, I love the Boston one. You and I, we were talking about this on the stream earlier today too. This was a really, really borderline official play. I'll be honest.
What about, because you have Emily at 5, that means you feel good about that already. Why not just play Boston and Emily at 5? Because you could tell he's already okay with the plus 142 with Howard there. So I'm sure Boston and, you know what I mean? Like, you're probably getting plus 120 or something with Boston 7 and Emily at 5. Maybe a little less, but it feels way more secure. Just that 5 instead of that 6.
Let's see real fast. But yeah, Boston, I'm totally game for that. I think that one is a very acceptable play. Ooh, this is actually really good odds on it. The history, or not, sorry, not the history. The general matchup would scare me a little bit, but I think now with Brittany Griner possibly being out, I think that paint presence is going to be a little bit weaker than usual. What's the other one? Oh, Emily. Yeah.
Emily at 5.
Yes, plus 137. It's pretty good.
There you go. So there you go. We could do it that way. Boston 7 or Howard 6, or Boston 7 and Emily 5.
Yeah, I'm assuming the odds are probably going to be good for all three of them. I mean, you could honestly even just round robin between those. Yeah, minus 200. Yeah, so any combination or any duo of these, three, I wouldn't even be mad. Throw you a little round robin, put a little something on all of them.
Yeah. I just suggest throw Emily down to 5 just to be a little safer, because I don't know, just because it feels like that's her like bottom. So,
the 5.5 is just her normal line. So I mean, you might as well just straight bet that by itself.
Right, if you like it that much. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to parlay for no reason. Like I've been getting into just playing minus 200s, guys. I don't know. It's just been working out. How about Sabrina R.A., Mr. Kane says?
Possibly under 9.5. Yeah, it's a little bit up there.
Yeah. Remember, Starfall brought it up, I think, earlier about her rebounds are just a little extra put up there, but her rebounding is weird, so I try to stay away from it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for the same reason we like the assist under. She has been more active on the glass, so that is something to consider, and it's a good rebounding spot.
Look at that, bro. Like 5, 3, 3, 3, 2, 10, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 8, 4. It's like, how can you bet on that? That's just so random. Can't.
Yeah.
You can't put money on that. You can't. It's tough. That's like just flipping a coin or going with your gut, putting money on it. Like, we don't want to do that. We want to feel like our play already hit when we play it, I think that's the way to realize if you played a good play or not. In your mind, you're like, man, the chance of this missing is so low. Like, we got to find that. Lyric GG says, they said Collier limited to it. What? Hold on. Is that real? They said Collier limited to a 12 to 16 minute restriction. That would be a super nuke on her under, I would assume. We'll let E look that up. I will look at the next thingy here. I see it's Eli says I remember Fee. Oh, yeah. They're talking about Fee coming back last year and fighting for MVP off the injury and scoring 30. Well, I'll tell you, if she plays 12 to 16 minutes, she's not going to score 30.
I mean, as far as I know, we didn't get any kind of like coach speak or minutes talk that was official. I mean, usually that'll come out with the underdog report too.
Lyric
I didn't
GG,
see,
let us
or I
know,
don't
bro.
remember.
Yeah,
I definitely do not remember seeing that.
Lyric GG7788. Let us know where you got that info. Because if that's real, man, I probably got to put another unit on Feezy's under. It's Eli says, I never seen someone as many open bunnies as Howard. What are open
she
bunnies?
played like cheeks this last game.
What are open bunnies? Does that mean like missing a shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which should have been freebies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she definitely does that a lot. And her turnovers, she looks terrible a lot of times, but she's just so big. Fade King, he says, yeah, Fee definitely balled out in her return game last year. JT Paul says, I need some good picks to think on. Okay.
Ooh.
Well, hey, bottom left corner, if you can see them, those are our plays we like the most. Some stuff to play with, man. A lot of them are still available if you're on books. It's probably the best way to play our plays because we're going with alts and all kinds of random things. We don't usually play stuff that's just sitting on Prizepicks because Prizepicks usually has, I don't want to say a scam, but it's just more difficult. So if you can get yourself sports books if you want to make money, it's really the way to go. Prizepicks has their own little things every once in a while, but most of the time we're going to be playing alts and unders that aren't even on Prizepicks a lot of times. So
it's a scam. You can say it. It's okay.
Well, I know a lot of people play it, and I know a lot of people are in states where they don't really have too much of a choice. So, with that being the case,
it's a scam.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
It
I'm not even going to BS around with y'all. I mean, it has some of the really positive things when it's positive, but they are literally the only site that rounds their shit up halfway and then pays you out for a push. That's the only site you'll find it at.
You know what else does that? It's the other site we never talk about it anymore. Dabble. They copy them exactly the same. Dabble. But yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Making their own rules up.
Oh yeah, they're scammers. They just have the prettiest, easiest navigation to make people play it, and then they don't pay you shit. But what's the other saying? Neither here nor there. And here we go. Let's see. Edwin says, "What's up, Edwin?" He says, "What up, Odo PR?" I'm thinking he's saying Adota. I think.
Yeah.
PR. Yeah, Adota PR. You like that one? Right?
Yeah, we were talking about that right before we hopped on. I do like her, honestly. I mean, even the PRA, not that mad at it. Bro, it's crazy. I don't know if you saw her recent assist production's been kind of wild.
Huh.
She's been getting after that 2.5 assists. I'm actually surprised they have that for plus money. But I do like her. I am a little hesitant about it right now with Morrow coming back. But we do have Edwards out, and then if Griner sits, I mean, this would make her, I think, really, really appealing. The scoring potential should still be pretty solid. I mean, matchup-wise, it's great points inside the paint spot. I mean, great. Yeah. Obviously, for her, 70% of her volume is going to come in from that area, and the free throws, for that matter. It's a great free throw matchup, so those are two things that she does really well. The only thing I'm worried about is if Grinder ends up playing, she might take a little backseat, especially with Morrow coming back, because they are giving her a moderate amount of volume, but it has tapered off a little bit in these last couple of games. The double-digit attempts where she was really steady at there for a while is kind of back and forth. We had a 3 here, 9 there, 9 there. So it is possible. I do need to see her hit those free throws, but yeah, I think for this one, you got to pump the brakes here for just a minute.
Now, why would Morrow play? She hasn't played in 6 games. She's going to come back and play this game? Would that be only because Griner would be out?
No, she was dealing with some personal issues. I don't remember. They have it listed as reconditioning, but she was definitely out from a personal issue, so I don't remember what that was. But she's expected to be back. She'll come off the bench and play her usual 20-something minutes.
Yeah.
She's been out that many games this season? Jeez.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. Trade her to Indiana. They'll play her. Actually, they won't. The coach sucks. But you could see it being a good match. I mean, a good fit, and that team would be so dope. All right. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm scared of a Dota just because. I mean, but I feel you. It makes sense.
What's her fantasy at? Just out of curiosity.
What's your
that's not bad. That's not too bad. Block potentials will be there against Boston. That's actually a little bit on the lower side. Look at that. Let me give this a gander real quick.
You guys are wild.
Ooh, wow. That's a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. Oh, she's even 20.5 PRA on a couple sites. Fanatics, Underdog. Oh, did Underdog just take her down? She was at 21.5 earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah, she was right here.
Now, if Griner's out, right? Are her lines sitting looking like Griner's out, or are her lines normal?
They're about normal. I mean, she's been playing pretty well lately too, so they have been higher than the per usual. But yeah, they're about normal.
If Griner's out, do you like it?
I kind of do, yeah. I'm not in love with the RA aspect of it, but I do like the scoring upside quite a bit. She's been good for about 10 points. It's Indiana, so I mean, you know how the RA goes.
Why Mizzle says, could Carla get 2 boards? Oh man, here we go again. Living on that wild side. Y'all crazy. You want to sit there and think about 2 rebounds the entire game, bro? That's crazy, bro. That's scary, man. I don't know. Just trying to put it in perspective. Could Carla get 2 boards? She could.
She could. Sweet little Carla.
We like her. She's dope. She's really dope, but she's little and she doesn't really get rebounds. So it's like a coin toss kind of thing, right? Like maybe the ball bounced to her, maybe it won't. It's not like she's going to run in and grab rebounds from people.
Nah, most of them just kind of bounce to her because anytime if it's in the area for, a team rebound or whatever, it's typically going to either Emily or Barker. One of those two are the tryhards. But she's looked great, man. I mean, I'm kind of pissed that I didn't make a move on her 13.5 points. I saw that Sleeper had it earlier, and it was on a few different sites. Crazy to see her all the way up to 15.5 points. But I will say, last couple games now, the minutes have been a big thing, kind of keeping her at bay, but 31 minutes again this last game. We had 31, 23, and 33. I think there is still something with her as far as like a rotational minutes limit. They've been playing a lot of games here recently, so not too surprising to see that kind of on and off thing happening. But if she plays another 30 plus minutes this game, I think she's a full go. Her lines will still be a little bit too low. I don't mind the PRA, kind of looking at the PA a little bit more so than anything. Dallas, we know they give up a ton of points inside the paint, so that's where she operates a lot. Only thing that sucks is they just don't give up a lot of free throws, so I'm not really sure if she's going to have that icing on top like she usually does, but still love this at home. And again, she's playing over 30 minutes. I mean, her lines are just way too low.
Man, we got a lot of questions and we're an hour 15 in. Are you ready to go super turbo through the questions? Are you ready?
Yeah. Let's roll through them. I'm getting into sleepies.
Yeah, man. Danny C says my limit's $5 on Prizepicks too. What a joke. Yes, it's a joke. It sucks. They suck. F them. McCain says Copper under 6 3-pointers attempted. Copper and threes been interesting this season. What do you think?
Well, she's just not taking a whole lot of them. I mean, now with having like Sammy back and McConney and stuff like that, they're just not asking her to be doing that so often. Plus, I mean, she's not a great 3-point shooter to begin with. It's way better getting to the free throw line in that mid-range action.
She's hit a lot more threes this year than she has in the past.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that always kind of seems to rear its head at some point or another.
She has been slowing down, though.
Pretty high.
Yeah. Actually looks decent.
Yeah, it's a good matchup, but it makes a lot of sense. I mean, she was just ripping that thing against them the 2 games, so just take that for what it is.
Yeah. A little scary. Edwin says Brink over 8.5. 8.5 points. I know you liked her PR. No, you didn't like her PR. You're shaking your head. You don't like Brink.
No, we liked her 7.5 points that I talked about earlier today.
Oh, but did you like her PR as well?
Yeah, I mean, now with the bumps, it probably would make the most sense. But she just is a flake on the glass sometimes. Like,
yeah,
when she's on it, she's great. She'll go way over it for you. But there's been plenty of times where she just goes out and does absolutely nothing. I mean, rebound wise, matchup, not really in love with this. I do worry that she might catch some strays trying to pick up AT on defense, and if she gets into early foul trouble, it's not going to be a surprise. Both Copper and AT pretty crafty about drawing fouls. But I will say, with her return, their paint defense has been way, way better. It's been a hell of a lot more impressive. I like the scoring upside for her. She's been a bucket. Her threes look pretty clean so far coming back. And, yeah, the other stuff, I mean, the RA aspect of it, I don't know about necessarily. But, yeah, the points look good.
Fade King 101 has sent another super chat to us. Thank you, sir. He says, shout out my guy Shady8 Boy. I put him onto the Discord. Welcome him to the fam. Let's get it, man. Shady8 Boy. Let's get it.
Yo, what's up, Big Shady? We appreciate the love. Appreciate the super chat. And hey, love having all the new faces in here and behind the scenes putting in some great work with us. So we appreciate it. You guys are the real ones.
Yeah, man, let's all just team up and bust these bookies. I know we can. We put all the sharp minds together. Oh, man, they don't stand a chance, to be honest, and I love it. McCain says, Pauline Astier under 11.5 PR.
Ooh, PR. Okay, that's kind of a fun one.
Mm-hmm, different.
The rebounds for her.
Yeah.
Rebounds are real bad for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's something. Ironically, I would have thought with Sably and Phoebish being out that she would have taken the step forward in, but I don't know. Just kind of been this weird little spot for the team.
What about Johannes being out? Does that help her?
Not really. I mean, this last game was pretty underwhelming, even with the overtime. I mean, she still only played 25 minutes and only had 3 fouls. She's just strictly kind of a role player for this team. You know, she reminds me of Laney a lot whenever she was a starter. She can score. She can be a bucket. She can facilitate. But does it happen consistently? Not necessarily. And then the coach, you know, I would have thought that we would have seen her crack 30 minutes, and that hasn't happened since, I mean, all the way back in July 3rd.
Alrighty. Vandersloot over assists. Robert Figueroa says. Vandersloot over assists. Man, that hurt me that one time. I didn't even look back after that.
Yeah, we got a weird matchup, little revenge narrative, both her and Cloud going against their former team. Vandy, the potentials came up a little bit this last game. She did have 9. For her, it's just, again, minutes limit. She's playing somewhere hard capped right around 20, 23 minutes at best. Cloud dominating the playmaking. 15 potentials even with the bad game. I wouldn't necessarily trust her playmaking, but it is a lower line. She's been shooting the ball a lot more recently, though. That is something. Her points pretty low. Was it 6.5, 7.5? I don't know if I trust the assist, though. Don't know if I trust that. she's gonna be needing a lot of Cardoso, and also Cardoso, assuming that she's still on a minutes limit, because we haven't heard anything otherwise, that's gonna be problematic for her.
Okie dokie. Michael GB says, how do you feel about Natasha Mack over 6 rebounds?
You could talk me into it if she was starting. If she's coming off the bench in the minutes limit, I'd probably let that one go. You might even be able to get her at like 6 flat or 5.5.
Yeah, we don't know about her minutes yet, but if they, for some weird reason, say there's no limits restriction, then snatch it up. But
yeah,
that's doubtful. Yeah. James K says, Vandersloot under 4.5 assists. What's up, James?
What's good, man? Yeah, I'd be more inclined to play her under, to be honest.
Okay. Shady 8 Boy says, hello. What's up, bro? Welcome to the fam.
Yeah, that's good.
We'll see you in the Discord, sir. Catching in all that value, hopefully. McCain says, Awa over 6 rebounds or 4.5 defensive rebounds. And I know you're getting tired. We only have 8,000 questions left, so don't worry.
Nah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, Fam's still pretty live. Surprised me with his last game getting 11 rebounds, but the first game was a bit of a stinker. However, with Magbagor being out, she has been really consistent with this. We did play her for 5+ last time. I mean, the odds are getting a little bit worse off, but I still don't mind the 5.5. I think that one's totally acceptable. And oh man, already bumped up. No, thank you. Never mind.
No, thank you.
Never mind. So, but she becomes interesting though, because she, I think, is going to be subject to the Fee news or to the Collier news. Because say, like, for example, if Fee ends up playing and starting, that means that that's going to be her on-court matchup, and things might look a hell of a lot different if we go from that to, Nia Coffey or even Howard for that matter.
Right. Robert says, yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good line. It's a good line. Decent matchup. Minnesota has been giving up a fair amount of rebounds recently.
Okay. Robert says copper threes.
Copper threes. If it's still at 1.5, sure. Anything beyond that, no, thank you.
All right. Ski Money also says copper under 6 3-point attempts versus Sparks tonight looks like money.
I'm nervous for y'all, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
It looks like money from the last few games, and if she doesn't try to shoot, then yes. But the scary part is the Sparks. The matchup.
It's the Sparks.
The Sparks are
it's just a match.
Dude, the Sparks are like the worst matchup you could even probably think of. They are the worst. Look at that. 3-point attempt. That's why it looks so good. So be careful, guys. Not saying it's not going to hit, but just know that it looks like it's going to hit more than a chance it's going to hit, because this matchup is like the scariest one. What did she do against them earlier in the season? Did we already see that? Do you remember? Or did they not play yet?
Yeah, she lit them up.
Yeah.
No, she torched the shit out of them.
Okay, so this is one of those ones, guys. I'll just throw it out there, because remember how you said it was a scam? So if you look at Prize Picks, right, and that's the one where she's at, and where else is this line? Anywhere in the world? Underdog? Is it even in it? Is it even there?
No, not right now.
Okay, so this is a Prize Picks special fuck you scam. Tell me it's not. This is the epitome.
Oh yeah.
This is the one.
Yeah. They do this all the time. The time. So they get you at the last 5. You're like, oh, it's not that bad, but you go back and look at. I mean, I think this might have even been her best matchup of the season. It's these two games.
It's the best matchup that you could think of for shooting threes. So will she get 7, 8, 9, 10? Who knows? But it's probably a 50-50 play. And then they're like, cool, we'll get people to bet on it, and that's all they want, personally. It's a win for them. So just watch out for those last 5 things, and if they look too good to be true, there's something going on.
I think they did go to overtime in one of those games, if I'm not mistaken. But still, yeah, this one went to overtime. But I mean, even still, without the overtime, I'd imagine she got that at least. Just know that it is a really good matchup. She has been underperforming. That I do not disagree with, but it is the actual best matchup.
Okay, fair enough. 111 watching at 1:30 in the morning. It's pretty fucking cool, guys. I will say there's a lot of people out there trying to make some money, and I'm glad you're here believing in us, thinking that we're going to make some money, because that's what's up. I feel like mission accomplished. Some people here understanding we got our shit together now. So much props to everybody here. Appreciate you guys. If you can hit the like, that would help us a lot. We're at 54. Let's try to get to 69. I know it's a late stream, but we can do it, I think. McCain says Bonner over 5 rebounds.
If she's a starter without Mac, I do like it. If Mac, whatever reason, moves into the starting lineup, imagine Bonner's probably going to get the boot back to the bench here.
You know,
I mean, they moved.
I was thinking that, but they played them all together on the court last game at the same time. Did you notice that? Isn't that kind of different? Or maybe they'll start all 3 of them? Or no, you don't think so?
Well, they would have Bonner, as a part of the closing unit or a part of the, not the cleanup crew, but one of the core pieces that would be out later in the game. Brochant kind of in and out of the lineup, but they left her in as a starter, so I'm not sure. Or they brought her back, Brochant that is. They brought her back in as a starter, so I'm not sure if coach is actually trying to move away from her or not, or because one of these 2 players is leaving. It's either Brochant or Bonner, and I don't know who, because coach just kind of threw me for a loop with moving Brochant back into the starting lineup. I thought for sure she was going to the bench with a Yahi, but coach not, I guess, going down that path. So I'm not sure, but one of them will be gone when Mac makes her return. The return up the Mac.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, there you go. Beautiful singing. Justin Mills says Shepard for double-double if Paige is still out. Now, does Paige being out change Shepard be getting a double-double or not?
I mean, it helps with the rebounding. I think that was something that you looked into a while back. And we did see it at least in that one game without her. Also this last game now. So that's 2 in a row. Crazy rebound rating, 14 and 16 boards. So that one does make sense. I mean, Fort Lynn is a great matchup. It's a great scoring spot for her as well. Didn't really perform that great the first game, but still played 35 minutes. She had 13 points too. So, yeah, it's a good one. I think totally fine. Shepard has been kind of more of our double-double queen so far this season. Reese right next to her, but they moved her payout pretty well into the dirt.
All right.
Yeah. She's been nice.
Minus 280, minus 290 is the best?
Probably. Yeah. I mean, people have been playing the hell out of it the last couple games now.
She better get there. Minus 200 on Hard Rock? Okay. Well, she better get there for that price. I'll tell you that. But she should. She should. Lyric GG says Alila Boston under 1.5 threes. We've done that. We've been there, done that. But it makes sense sometimes. It's just a little risky. This matchup is very scary. What do you think?
I prefer her to be on the road whenever we kind of pick on this one. Because, I mean, she's hitting one at home. I mean, she's good for at least one. But it makes sense. This is one that did burn us here recently. But I still think it does deserve some kind of exposure. It's just too high for her. The 0.5 line is way too high of a hit rating for them to put that back up on the board. So I get it from a book standpoint. Just know her volume is up this year across the board. She is shooting a lot more than per usual.
2010 T Killer says late night stream. These fellas are grinding. Money.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right.
Money don't sleep.
Yeah, man. We'd be grinding like this regardless if we weren't on stream or not. We'd be looking at these props just the same. So nothing different around here. All right, let's see what else we got here. So, There's so many questions, man. I get caught up rolling through another one, and then okay, here we go. Shady 8 Boy says, "What about Sophie Cunningham over 1.5 threes, minus 115?" She's been on fire. Decent matchup. It is a 3-point prop. That's what my brain goes.
Yeah, I mean she's not bad, honestly. I mean the threes or even the 8.5 points, I'm not too mad at that. Just whatever allotment of minutes that you get out of her, you never know. It can be 20, 22, or 27 minutes. It's always some combination of those three. I like her at the house, though. I'd prefer to play her there, if anything.
Okay. Real Incarnate has a fun one for you. He says, what about Copper's turnovers at 2.5? And then he says, she just had 5 against Connecticut, and she plays worse on the road.
Yeah. Connecticut actually causes like top 2 turnovers or top 4. Usually they've been kind of around the top 2, top 3 range. They do cause quite a few of them. Wouldn't be shocked to see both Clark and or Boston have a ton of turnovers tomorrow. Sorry, I'm having a total brain fart here. Sparks. Where are their turnovers? Yeah, they're right about middle of the pack. So
I was gonna say you're supposed to have a few of those brain farts at 1 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning. You'll get those, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, I can feel this. The sleep is taking hold of me.
It's all good. Let
me look real fast though on the splits. Yeah, I mean it gets slightly worse. Just 1 game difference on the road. It's not a bad line. I mean, she's just a spot up shooter. You know, you're really hoping for them to trip her up in that little mid range or slash in the basket. It's not a bad one. I mean,
okay. Shady 8 Boy says, no, that's not what he said. McCain said Sarah Barker over 5 or alt lines. I don't know what that means. Or alt lines? Over 5 what? What would Sarah Barker over 5 be? Rebounds? Assists? What the heck?
I'm not sure. Maybe rebounds. If it is rebounds.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay. Yeah, the rebounds aren't bad. I mean, I think that's actually, that's her normal line. 4.5 payout, just kind of getting poo.
He says over 5 or alt lines. Like, would you rather alt it? I think down to 3.5.
I mean, if you can get the 3.5 at a reasonable payout, yeah, that would be a little bit more ideal. But the payout jumps dramatically from the 3.5 to the 4.5.
Okay.
Or even the alt RA. I'm not mad at the 6.5 there either.
Man, they don't let you alt RAs that often, do they? Or do they? We don't alt RAs much, but I feel like we would want to.
Yeah. The rebounding is probably her strongest attribute right now.
Robert Figueroa says a Dota under assists. That one's interesting because you were saying now she's assisting a lot more. Bookies probably got it up because of it, but I think they're onto it. They don't have it too high. Oh, it's 3.5. If you could get the under 3.5, that'd be amazing. But I'm sure that's not out there, is it? Yeah, 2.5.
No, not
but those are one of those ones that Props Builder does throw out there sometimes.
She's been just converting at a really high rate. That's the only concerning thing about it, but it is still pretty high. Not a good matchup. Indiana is not exactly the one to pick on for assist.
It's just 2.5, so you got to kind of know that 3 lucky plays can hurt you.
Yeah. This one would be a lot better if Griner was out too.
Real Incarnate says, my favorite props are turnovers and 3-point makes, LOL. Field goal made on Prizepicks sometimes too. Real Incarnate, you like to live very scary because turnovers and threes are the things that only happen a couple times a game. So you have to sit there and hope for those things, man. That's like the opposite of me. That's funny. Field goal made, that could be something. I haven't looked into those enough to know, but field goals made. I don't know. What do you think about field goals made? We don't play them much.
Those typically just don't have that great of a value. Like the surprising amount of those being pretty sharp is like, players will go over by just one or they'll miss by one. It's always like right there on the line. But in this league, I mean, I don't know. It's difficult to pass up some other metrics like the free throws and stuff like that for some of these players that really puts them up and over.
All right. McCain says FUD under PR at 18. Now, obviously, you want Paige in. Oh,
Yeah.
everyone's going to start
Yeah,
yawning now.
I'm sorry, fam. I'm sorry. No, you definitely want that Page news because if she sits out, then Sims is going to play like she did last time. And Portland, what they like to do is trap whoever the point guard is. They send help coverage and try and force the ball out of their hand as quick as possible. So if Page isn't there, I mean, Fudd probably going to have the same kind of usage rating, field goal attempts from this last game. She's not really rebounding, so I do agree with that. I think the RA downside potential for her is very live, but yeah, she's just going to be letting it rip.
All right. Edwin says, gotta find the advantage with the points. It's been doing great for me, so I keep on following my process. LOL. Hey, if it's working for you, bro, yeah, it's all good. I just personally, somehow, some way, the points seem to be the ones that miss for us, so I don't know. But yeah, if they're hitting for you, shoot, keep on keeping on. Shady 8 Boy says the other one I like is Asia Wilson over 9.5 rebounds. Asia rebounds 9.5. What do you think?
Yeah, they finally moved her up to that 9.5 and left her there. I was kind of surprised to see it for the matchup, all things considered. She is going to have to really put in some work here. It's not bad. I will say it's not bad. I don't love the matchup necessarily because her numbers have been a little bit all over the place. Favorable matchups, even kind of same thing. I'm not mad at it. She should see plenty of volume between either Kiki or Shakira Austin, but big pace down also for them.
Okay. Robert says if no Caitlin, Mitchell over 21.5 points? Question mark. I hate overs, but I will agree with you, E. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Fade King says Shady 8 Boy, I like the Sophie over 1.5 threes. Okay. Good luck. Hopefully Big Sophie can hit the threes for you guys. G5 Baby says Aces money line.
On the road? Oh yeah. Sign me up. Nah, they're okay. Washington, they have been playing some pretty good basketball. Getting an upset. Was it at Golden State last game?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, at Golden State.
Ballin'.
They're playing some good basketball.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, Vegas should beat them, but you know how these. If you haven't bet on money lines much, oh yeah, the rude awakenings will happen.
Yeah, WNBA money lines. Yeah, WNBA money lines. I kind of want to do a little experiment and bet every single underdog that's like a huge underdog with a good payout and just do every single one and see what happens at the end of the season. I bet it's funny. Let's see. But he also says AET 6 assists, Kalia Copper 15 points. I know you're down with that.
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay. Copper over 1.5 threes.
Sure. Yeah,
Right.
it's a tough for her from 3. I mean, we already talked about that at plenty.
Okay. Robert says Charlton over 3.5 rebounds. I think that's Bridget Carlton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
3.5 rebounds.
It's an okay one. I mean, honestly, not exactly in love with it. She if she's chasing Enrique or Fudd around a bunch, that's going to be a little problematic because they're going to be just standing out at the 3-point line. Or more specifically, if she's chasing around Fudd, I think that could be obnoxious. But Enrique, I mean, we saw this last game, didn't really need to put up any kind of 3-point attempts to put up some, scoring numbers. But for her, she's losing out on a little bit of production to both of Barker for one, her in the rebounds recently, and then another one kind of creeping up on her. But we've seen, same reasons we're already playing Emily. Her rebound rating recently with Meg as a starter just kind of keeps going up and up. So I don't know if this current 5 is cutting out of her rebound potentials, but matchup's good. Just it's a right there on the line play, honestly.
Okay, no problem. 86 watching, 66 likes, guys. We only need 3 more likes, and we'll have our record for a late night stream. If we can get to 69 likes on a late night stream, woo, I'm doing it. Appreciate you guys. Hit the like for us. King Kel says Flage over 20 PRA. Flage has been on fire.
She has. I was quite surprised to see Minnesota just let her walk all over them like that. But this would be another one. I think a little bit dependent on the Fee news. If he starts and is going to be out there, I might be a little bit more cautious about it. But the RA stuff from her is kind of taxed right now. Like even the assists. Oh, favorite, my favorite.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, you could talk me into it, but I don't. There's something about these turnaround rematch games. I'm telling y'all.
And how she got us 2 times in a row earlier was pretty recent too. And then right after we played her twice, she went on a crazy heater. I think we played that 9 game against Washington there.
Yeah, no, that was something to say the least.
That'll do it to you.
She's in a good spot, though. I mean, honestly, I think either the points or the PRA probably make the most sense.
Okay.
She's just going to have to be efficient again. I mean, 5 of 8 from 3. That's what did it.
She's such a baller. I love seeing her do good. Shady 8 Boy says, just put 20 on Sophie over 1.5 threes. Good luck, bro. I hope Big Sophie comes through. Mr. Kane says, any unders on Natasha Mack? ? Man, I'll just say, I know you're going to say, we don't know about the limit yet. If she doesn't start and they say she's still on a limit, what would you take, E? Put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, points PRA again, either one of those. The volume for the shooting should be fairly low, but yeah, minutes, big old question mark.
Okay, so if they do say that, we're taking the 14.5 PRA official? Now, hold on, I didn't say that.
If we get a confirmation that there's going to be a real...
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely need some confirmation.
Yeah. I doubt it, too. It looks like she played a lot of that fourth because it was a close game, so I assume she's going to play more minutes next time. Who knows? We'll see. It's Eli says, who do you got winning the 3-point contest? I usually have success with the first round threes made over under. I've never done that.
That's a good question. Honestly, I mean, I know Alicia Gray or Mabry, either one of those, usually make a fairly deep run. Enrique kind of does from time to time, too. So, I mean, any of those players, honestly, probably in the bigs.
I remember Big 2 said Mabry's winning it this year. So, we'll see.
He did.
Yeah. He threw that out there today. Robert says Enrique over points.
If Paige is out, yeah. Points and or PRA.
If Paige is out, okay. Skill Satoshi said Bonner over 5 rebounds. I know you looked at that. What was the consensus there? Or what was your suggestion?
Back size.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, fam.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
As long as Mac's not starting, yeah.
117 watching now. That's crazy. Let's see. It's almost 2 a.m. Okay. Robert says, ladder Enrique if no Beckers. Hey, I do not blame you for that. That does make sense. Robert says, Jess Shep rebounds. Do you like Shep rebounds?
Yeah, with no page. Yeah.
Okay. A B. I don't know how to
Yes,
say
sir.
it. A basalto. I'll just say A B. What's up, bro? NECA rebounds and assists. Do you like that? You're like, am I awake? Am I dreaming?
Yeah, the assist, I'd go right back to the 2.5.
Okay. What about the RA though?
Yeah, I'd go right back to the assist. That one, I don't mind at all. All right, yeah. The rebounding upside is okay. Phoenix not exactly the best rebounding spot. Am I going to eat my words here? Yeah, Phoenix not the best rebounding spot, but I mean she did have one really impressive game and then one pretty underwhelming one. So there is a mix between the two. I like the assist. We don't like her scoring upside. We're looking at that really just being the most, or that one being the main under, and then the other stuff, I could see her going over.
Starfall says Cardoso under 2.5 assists, minus 190. Starfall is awake and well, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. He says Cardoso under 2.5 assists. That's actually interesting, though. It's actually interesting because I was looking at her early in the season. She was getting those assists. I assume bookies have 2.5 up there because of earlier in the season, and now she's kind of dipping. Yeah. So do we like this matchup for her to stay under 2.5?
I mean, it's not bad. She did get there the first game, but that was 4-on-4 potentials, so very fortunate to say the least. The minutes limit does help. I mean, if she is going to be playing 24 minutes again, that is not bad. She's got super lucky in these games that she's going over.
If she's gonna be on a minutes restriction, why can't we go under her PRA even? It's not like her lines are super low. Are they? 23?
I mean, they're a little low.
23.5 on Props
PRA.
Builder. I see 23.5 on Props Builder. DraftKings. Is 23.5 too low? This is a tough spot, bro. This is a tough spot. If she's gonna play low minutes,
it would make sense. I mean, you're playing at I think a pre-adjusted price that they already kind of know what's up. She got real close last game. I mean, even with the minutes limit, she got real close.
Yeah, and it's Atlanta. The thing is, I will say, and this is what I love doing on Props Madness now more than anything. So the thing is, the first thing I do here with PRA is defensive versus position. If you click on that, and New York is number 2, and then you just click challenging. That right there just makes me want to go, okay, now on those games, there was one game with the minute restriction, and that was Atlanta, but the rest of the games she played normal minutes. She only got there, and look, she only got there against Washington, Connecticut. Those are tough matchups, but now we have New York. Yeah, it's a little scary, but I would not be surprised if she stayed under. Okay, anyways, just wanted to look at that. Okay, we're almost to the end, guys. Danny C says Ledger Walker under points. We talked about that earlier today. Man, she ain't doing shit. But who's out?
Well, Edwards is out.
If Griner's out, it's a little scarier. Just because they're gonna have more usage somewhere. I always think with Griner is they throw it into Griner a lot. That's like their main offensive thing when she's in the game. So everyone loses usage when Griner's. Everyone gains usage when Griner's out. That's the only thing.
Yeah, no. Yeah, she's, I mean, plays pretty heavy minutes or has been playing a lot heavier minutes. Efficiency, though, spotty at best. Just, I would say sweating whatever kind of random threes that she hits and free throws being the main thing. But I do like it. I mean, honestly, even the PA, now with Griner possibly being out, this might even make a little bit more sense. Rebounding, I would leave this alone. This she's actually been reasonable at.
So just her points.
Because you got to forget all this stuff here at the beginning of the season. Yeah. All this stuff from here on before, this is her not as a starter, but
Right. Yeah, so just her straight points. Man, if you could find 9.5, what is it? 8.5? 8.5. That's not bad.
yeah, I'd still do the 8.5, honestly.
That's not
Yeah.
bad. That's not bad. She hasn't done shit. But I would want Griner in, yeah? To feel a little bit better? Or do you not even care?
Preferably, yeah.
Okay.
No, I would definitely preferably have her
Okay,
in.
so don't play it unless Griner's in. Right?
Yeah, because I mean, if you want to play it then, there's a good chance she might even bump up after the news if Grinder is out, so you can take it then.
Oh, very true. Ivan says, "What's happening, fellas? What's up, bro?" He says, "You might have covered it already, but what do you think about Carla points over? Feel the line is a little high, but she can ball." You said, "Oh my gosh, her line went way up." And he says over.
Yeah, they bumped her up a bunch earlier.
She
That was-
14.5 anywhere? Okay, 14.5 still there.
Yeah, I would play the 14.5 line or her 20.5. Oh, this bumped up too. Damn. Even the 21.5 PA, I'm not too mad at that. It is a higher line for the points, but I think it makes a lot of sense because her minutes have been coming up. That's just the biggest thing for her is if she can play 30 minutes or more. That's something she struggled with all season, but seeing it here a little bit more recently in the last 3 out of 5 games, something like that. So plus her at home too.
Ayo says, "Love y'all, man, in the show." So, Ayo. Ski Money says, LMA. Oh. I'm crying. Definitely a trap. I think he's talking about the 6 3-point attempts from Copper under. Because we were talking about that. Yeah, that's a little scary. McCain says, Gray over rebounds. 4.5 or 5.5?
I think it was 3.5. Yeah, all these guards are gonna be 3.5. Not the most ideal matchup. Washington is allowing the least rebounds.
I was going to ask you.
2 guards.
Do we have an under guard rebound play in this game? And I looked at Chelsea. I was like, damn, that's low. And I looked at Jackie and I was like, damn, that's low. So there's nothing, huh? They're on to us.
Yeah, nah. The bookies caught on to that about a week ago or so, and they haven't really given us anybody. I think Barker was the only guard that had a 4.5 rebound line or higher in like the last, probably 5-6 slates in a row now, if not more.
Okay. Yeah, so you want to watch out for Gray over just in this matchup's tough, guys. Okay. Asianal says, do you guys think the WNBA is rigged?
I thought that many times last year. I'll be honest.
I'm sure all sports are rigged to a point. I don't know. I will say sports where they make less money, they probably get rigged more because it's easier to rig it because they can get people, they can, bribe people. But I don't freaking know. I don't know. Robert says Boston rebounds if no Griner for the Sun. And Billings 6 rebounds if no Griner.
Yeah, you can talk me into that for sure.
Boston rebounds if no Griner, okay. And then Billings 6 rebounds if no Griner too. You can't talk him into that one.
Yeah, just be careful with Billings. She's just still not playing sustainable minutes. Even last game.
Yeah. She still got a lot of rebounds, but yeah.
With Boston back, it just... Yeah, you can't trust her minutes while Boston's playing. Coach will run a easy 4-person rotation between all the guards. Hull, Cunningham, Hines Allen, Dantas, blah blah blah. They just got way too many people.
Shady 8 Boy says Kelsey Mitchell over 2.5 threes has hit this line in all of the last 5. Famous last words, and it's only minus 140. He says. Yeah,
that one's been a pretty standard line for her for most of the season. I think she played fairly well against him the first time. Why does this keep moving? What the hell? Oh, it's the wrong person. That's why.
Oh my gosh.
She was really trying to operate in that more of a slasher role. Connecticut gives up a okay amount of threes, but they continue to give up a ton of free throws, and that's something that like all season long has been a thing for them. Oh, they've actually been doing a little bit better over the last month now, but you can see between Clark and Mitchell, I mean, both of them had a pretty high clip from scoring. You might be selling yourself a little bit short with the threes here. She has been on fire. Don't let me talk you off of it. I will say, don't let me talk you off of it. If Boston's out, all her scoring lines are going to be a go, or Clark, sorry, either one of them.
Yeah. If Clark's out, she should go crazy, and that taco should be super free, because that's the last taco, or the last question. Jay said, not the last, one of the last. He says, sorry, late, maybe already answered this, but are you trusting the PP taco? And yes, we are, and we'd even be trusting it more if Caitlin or Boston was out, but obviously. Robert says Cunningham over points if no Caitlin Clark.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Talking about the taco again. Okay, McBride over 3.5 threes.
Ooh, 3.5. They finally ticked it up there.
Now, if Feezy's back, you probably lean away from her because Feezy gets a little bit of the usage, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, you know what's up with the 3.5 threes. That's always our magic under.
Yeah, I think he's saying basically he's going up and getting plus money, probably laddering it somehow.
Yeah, I would hope so. Feezy being back is definitely going to be something, but matchup wise, 3-point attempts are pretty good. I mean, we saw her just tee off against him, took 10 attempts the first time, or this last time. First game, she still took 8, so I mean, the volume is very much so there.
Sick Track says, I fell asleep early, but I'm here now. LOL. Where are the plays? The plays are in the bottom left, sir. As we try to put them there always so you can see what we're on. Bottom left, 6 games tomorrow. Those are the ones we have decided to play. You can see the bottom one there is if Feezy is out. So the Natasha Howard is only if. So we'll be looking for that tomorrow. Y Mizzle says one more look at, what's that? RAES PA? Is that Reese? No, there's no Atlanta game, huh? What's RAES?
PA 17.5?
RAES. I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see. Who's got a 17 or an 18.5? Who's it gonna be? We got Citron. We got Hamby.
You guys are so nice. You're at 1:30 in the morning trying to figure out what RAES means. Gosh.
I'm not sure. We got a couple of 17.5s.
All right. Well, if you're still here, tell us what RAES is, and we'll get to that one. Robert says, are you looking at Ray Burrell?
I'm like, is it Ray? Is that who we're talking about?
Maybe. Yeah. No, you're right. Rays. It just doesn't have an apostrophe, so I didn't understand it. But yeah, Rays. Yeah, that's what it is. Ah, we found it. Ray Burrell, what is it? Do you like it?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not bad. I mean, she her playmaking, I think, is a little bit more faker than what it looks like on the surface. She's been good for about 3 or 4 assists, but I think most of that weight's still just going to hold out in the actual points department. It's a good line for her, honestly. I do like her at the house a little bit more so. Coming off of 2 bad games, she is due for a better scoring one.
She's hurt us. Her and Flage, they scarred us.
Yeah, Burrell hurt me real bad this last game.
Scars just don't go away easy. Robert says Barker over rebounds.
Sure.
Carissa says, yo, appreciate you both making my ride from work enjoyable. Oh, see? We're making her ride enjoyable, E.
It's a late night working, my goodness.
Yay! All right. She says, is Paige in the 3-point competition?
That is a good question. I actually am
She
not
shouldn't.
sure.
I don't think she should be in it. She's not the best 3-point shooter. Get out of here, Paige. That'd be like Olivia Miles in the 3-point contest. Just get out of here.
I can look real fast.
I know Collar is probable, but how we like Kayla McBride and Olivia Miles over. Yay. I think they overestimating Collier impact first game back. I'm with you, bro. Kayla and Miles. Yeah, and if they say Feezy's not playing, boy, all these Minnesota lines are on the lower side, I guess. But we like the Howard PRA the most. That line is so low. But yes, makes sense. Both those make sense.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
Salon.
The 3-point
Heidemann?
contest looks. Oh yeah. These
Heidemann?
are some of the leaders in the league right now.
Oh heck no.
So, just so because I'm not sure if she can see it or not, but it looks like the contestants we have is Carlton, Miss Fudd, Tisha Heidemann, we got Ryan Howard, Mabry, and then Janelle Salon rounding out our 3-point contest.
That's weird. Alicia Gray won last year and she's not even in it.
Yeah, I think she just wanted to sit out the season.
She was such a weird win too. She doesn't even shoot threes. She like barely shoots threes and misses most of them. What a weird win that was. WNBA for you. Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. Malonga rebounds.
Malonga, was it 9.5?
I think so.
Yeah, I'd prefer the 8.5 if you could find that, but I get it. Just stay out of foul trouble. Stay out of foul trouble.
Kirsten says more points. Are more points a look?
Sweet little Georgia. Georgia not on my mind. She burned us this last game. Oh, and did you see, bro?
3.5 assists.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you see her assist the last 2 games? Like, okay,
no.
Coming up
After she got 4 and got us in that one on Saturday. That was just our bad luck day. So she had to just finish us off. She finished us off. She finished us off at the end of that Saturday, and I was like, I'm not even looking at her anymore.
She is going to become more interesting as we go throughout the season. Last 2 games, though, she did play more minutes, 25 and 27 minutes. So coach is at least trying to give her some run. I don't mind her. It's just, just know that you're playing with a few unknowns there as far as just what her overall minutes could look like, because coaches had no problem with playing her 15, 16 minutes or leaving her out there 25, 27 minutes. So anything over, I would say 24 to 25 minute range should be free for her, but just know the risks. That's all.
Big boy Dooley says, "What's up, chat? I'm here. I'm late, but I'm here. What's up, man?"
Yo, what's good, fam?
Sick Track says Hamby 2.5 assists. One person said Hamby under assist. Now Sick Tracks comes back and says, how about Hamby over assist? That makes me think the prop battle's going to be good one day.
Yeah, her playmaking's really kind of fallen off here. Had 3, went 8 for 3 the first time they played, then 0 for 1. Her playmaking's been way down lately. I mean, it's come at the cost of Burrell, her playmaking, but mostly just Agumake. It seems like they flip things around a little bit where they run the offense through her and more her and less Hamby now.
AB says Emily assists. Oh my gosh, we're at the end.
Oh my goodness, I can see the light.
We made it.
We made it. Yeah, Emily is not bad. I would play the 2.5 if I'm going to play anything. But I'm probably looking at the RA, 7.5 RA. If you don't have access to the rebounds, I do like this one.
Big M. Okay, we're out of here, guys. Skill Satoshi says, I think we are saying Ray Burrell. Yes, Art Rays. We got it, and I was feeling silly after we saw it. I said, duh, Rays. Okay. Sick Track says, oh, I missed you talk about Hamby earlier. No worries, bro. We are chilling. All right, man. We made it. 2 hours on the late stream, man. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Oh, yeah. And you guys out there, too, for hanging out with us the whole time.
But yeah, 76 likes on a late stream. It's our record. I like that. That's what's up.
I love to see it. Love to see it. Well, we are just about, 13 hours now, technically out from our tip-off. So I think we should probably get out of here.